Hi guys, I'm Simi B and welcome to my 100 Days of Making Comic Challenge. Now, here's a short update of my short comic that I'll be posting on Webtoons. I'm done with the storyboarding and finished all my character sheets for the comic, and now I'm up to drawing the pages. In the past, I've drawn 2 pages each day, and my goal is to draw each day 1 page. I don't know if it's a too high goal or if it's realistic, but I'll try doing that. Of course, there will be days where I can't draw a page, but shortly said, I'll be trying to draw each day 1 page. So, up to the topic of this video. In this video, I'll be talking about the 4 people you should do your project for. I'm making this video as a reminder for myself and maybe for other people who struggle making their comic a reality or need a reason that will push them to make one. And before you click out of this video, I would ask you to listen to the first person that I'll be presenting you for whom you should make the project for, because I personally feel like anyone should have these 4 people that they should aim for making this project for them. So the first person is your past self. Often what hinders us making a project is because we've never done it, and from our past experience, we learned that we are not capable of doing it, or something is in the way that we learned in our past that was in our way. And with the past self, I don't necessarily mean the you 5 years ago. I'm also talking about the you from yesterday, and maybe the you a few hours ago. There are times where I doubt myself and feel like I can't do it because I've never succeeded in the past. And most of the time I'm thinking to myself, well, I better do nothing else, because if I move any further, I could fail again and be even worse. But I feel like you just have to accept the fact that at the point where you are, you can stay very cozy and in your comfort zone. But when you look back at yourself 5 years ago, your yesterday, or even a few hours ago, you will be disappointed in yourself by not improving on yourself and always staying in your comfort zone if you truly want to be a better person. And by being a better person, you need to take the risk of even failing. The positive thing about this is even if you fail every time, there will be a down point, a 0 point where you can't even go beneath it. So at some point you will rise again. That kind of sounds negative in a positive way, but I really have to say that I, for myself as well, think too badly of myself, and I know a lot of people also think that they are not capable of doing anything. But sometimes you're surprised of yourself when you do something and realize, oh my god, I finished it. Or even if it's not perfect, but you improved on it or did something well, just a tiny bit of the project, it's already a win for you that you did now than what your past self thought of you. So yeah, the first person that you want to impress and make this project for is your past self, to prove them that you're capable of doing something that you were scared of in the past. The third person is the present self. Maybe you have overcome your fear of doing something and finally succeeded a little bit or a big deal on working on your project. And I believe I'm not the only one that feels very hyped when I finish something successfully, or even failed, by doing a new project or continuing working on this project. And what your present self get out of you making your project right now is having the experience, having so many different kinds of feelings and moments while working on your project. Of course, there will be times where you struggle with your project and don't feel like working or continuing on it, but there also will be times where you just feel really relaxed, enjoying the time working on it, and feeling really thrilled getting closer and closer to your goal. While working on your project, don't forget enjoying doing what you love, because that's the reason why you even started making it, because you're very passionate doing it. The goal is very important, but making the goal feel even better is when you enjoyed your time working on your project while getting closer to your goal. The third person is, I think you can guess who's the third person. Yep, it's your future self. While proving your past self that you are capable of doing something and continue making a project, and your present self enjoying the time making your project, it's also important to make your project a reality for the future you. Because she or he from the future will look at your present self like you did in the present self look back on your past self, and will see what you've created, and also be proud and impressed in the present you for always pushing further, achieving your goal. It's also important to make your project for your future you, for them to criticize you. Now, that can be a little bit tricky because when you hear critics, you often think of negative things that they would say about you. When I say critic, I don't mean negative ones, like talking down on you too harshly. Your future self will just look at you and see all the things that you've done, be very proud of you that you succeeded a lot of things, that you tried your best, completing the things where in the past self it was really hard for you to even think about doing it, but also giving you constructive critique, how to even get better and improve on your present self. I'm not saying that it should go so far that you think about your future self in a negative way, where your future self could be disappointed in you. Don't go down that road, that's not very helpful. If you do your best, your future self has no other choice to give you a slap on your shoulder and saying, you did well, and then move on and try it better next time. So, who is the fourth person? We have the past self, we have the present self, and we have the future self. Who could be the fourth one? Well, I can say it's not you. The fourth person is one individual in the world. Now, what exactly do I mean with this? As you may already have realized, the past 3 people were different kinds of you. With the fourth person, it's not you, but someone else in this world. And I would say it's totally fine if you do a project only for yourself. So the fourth option can be optional, but when I do my project, I choose projects that make me happy doing them and finishing them and are just a benefit in my life. I do something that makes me happy creating it and make something that will be part of my life. But with that said, I hope that my project will be part of a life of someone else, besides me, who gets and feels my message, and who appreciate me making these projects. Sometimes I think to myself like, who would even care what kind of projects I do? But if you want to believe it or not, there will be someone. There will be at least one person other than you who will be happy that you created your project and made their lives better. So yeah, these are the 4 people you should do your project for. I hope you agree and think similar of my list. If not, or if there is something that you want to include or add on, then write it down in the comment section down below and then we can discuss about that. What all of these people have in common, well, technically these are only 2 people, you in different versions and an individual person, is that all of these people should give you a positive feeling and push you and motivate you to just start your project. I hope these 4 people inspired you or motivated you on working on your projects. If there's any other kind of person that you think that should be included on the list, write it down in the comment section down below. If I lift your spirit up, I would be happy if you liked this video. And if you want to see more content, then why not subscribe to my channel? I would be really happy if you did. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you next time. Bye!